I mean, talk about bad luck. So Drew Lock was set to get some reps with the ones. He was going to start on Thursday night against the Bears, and then test positive for COVID. So now he's going to miss the game. Now Geno Smith is going to get an opportunity to start. And so now this, after they were trying to steer this in the direction of maybe Drew Lock could be the starting quarterback come week one, and all of a sudden Geno Smith with another opportunity to close the door on the quarterback competition as Drew Lock's going to miss this game because of COVID. Unbelievable.
I mean, how unlucky is that?
It's terrible.
It is really incredibly unlucky. Like, I don't know how else to put it because Lock played well, Smith played well in their first preseason game. So you kind of thought, okay, this is a battle, right? Like someone needs to, separate themselves in this quarterback competition. And now you're going, well, apparently COVID is still going to play a role and do that. So it's tough. Drew Lock, a guy who I thought showed a lot of promise at times in Denver, like with some of kind of his upside and ability. I don't know how much of that you want to contribute to, maybe how Vic Fangio handled it. I felt like there were some times when, he just didn't let him cut it loose, or maybe you're laughing, snickering at this, but I'm being serious.
I know.
I felt like at times he was a little bit handcuffed. Now, look, there were some times too he didn't play that well, but he was also a young quarterback, playing for a team that, I think, we'll see what they do this year with Russell, but he's got ability. It stinks that this whole situation is still playing itself out. I'm a little bit unclear too. I thought at this point the testing protocols are all different. So he must have been feeling some symptoms, went in to get tested due to that, and now he's going to be knocked out for this game, which is obviously unfortunate.
And by the way, the reason why I snicker is because last year there were some odds out there who was going to be the starting quarterback for the Broncos, and I swore up and down there's no way Teddy Bridgewater is going to get the start. There's no way it's going to be Drew Lock. And you kept saying, I'm telling you, it's not. It's going to be Teddy Bridgewater. I'm telling you, this is the way this thing is going to go. I said, no. And as it turns out, you were right. You were right.
I'll tell you what would be an even more interesting bet if you had made that bet is that in year, what is this, 10 or 11 for Geno? 10?
Is it? Has he been in the league that long?
Yeah.
That he would
Really?
that he would be in position after the career that he has had thus far as a starter in year 10 or 11. I think it's 10. Is it 10?
I think it's going into 10, yes.
Yeah. 10?
Jesus, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh
Who
my
would have
God.
ever thought that? Now that is interesting.
Going to year 9. So he's going to year 9.
Going
But
into year
damn.
nine.
Year
It was
9?
2013 he was drafted.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
I'll tell you
about
this
that?
much, dude.
He's right there.
He can spin it. He can absolutely spin it. Like, you see guys who throw in T-shirt and shorts, and you'll be like, oh, okay. Like, I can see why that guy's still – like, Geno's one of those guys, if you went and watched him throw, like, a routes on air or something, you'd be like, oh, okay. Like, he's got talent, man. Like, that's why he's hung around the way he has. He's been with a good organization now at the Seahawks for quite some time, and they're giving him a shot. So what is this, year 3 or 4 with Seattle?
Yeah, going to be year 3.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out because as a starter in the league at this point, it could either be – it's a boom or bust situation with Geno, I think. Either you're going to see something where, like, you're talking about that arm talent and he's able to take advantage with his happy receiver now with his new contract, and DK, you got Tyler Lockett. You got some talent.
Yeah, there's weapons there.
You got some talent. Yeah, you definitely have some talent. But can they protect? Because Geno's not going to run away from you.
Yeah.
Can they run the ball? And how much are they going to run the ball? And can they play defense? I mean, it's really going to be a lot about everything else. It's kind of like the same conversation we started the show off with and discussing Trubisky and Pittsburgh. I mean, this is one of those scenarios where it probably makes more sense now to be in a situation where you have your quarterback managing the game versus being the one that you're sending out there to win the game. And I've always looked at it. I mean, some people may have different perspectives on, game managing versus, a guy that, you look at and you say, we're going to put the game on his arm
Right.
and he's going to win the game. Some people say, well, the guy that has the arm is a game manager as well. They are, but they also have the ability to go out there and do things and make plays that a game manager, solely a game manager, like, here's the play, run the play, here's your progressions, look at this person, this is where the ball is supposed to go, versus giving that guy the freedom to kind of create the way they create. I think this might be the perfect situation for Seattle right now. It's definitely for Geno.